Now, I'm left-handed. And when I was a boy, I played ball. I played baseball, football, basketball. I played every sport that you can imagine. And of course, throwing a baseball, throwing a football, holding a bat in my hand, just doing it irritated those growths, those warts on my hand, and I would come home with my hand bleeding. And my mother had enough of it and said, we're going to go to the doctor and have them burned off. Well, now this was in the late 1950s, and I was a little scared of what they were going to do. And my dad came home and said, that's fine, Evelyn, but let's also pray. And so he took me in their bedroom and he said, son, sit down here on the bed. I'm going to pray for you. He said, I want you to release your faith and expect a miracle. Well, I said, how do you release your faith and how do you expect a miracle? And he pointed to the wall and said, do you see the light switch? Yes. Well, the light switch is a point of contact. I said, what do you mean point of contact? He said, Richard, it has no power, but it's hooked up to the power company. And when you release your faith and you flip that switch, the lights come on. He said, the same thing is true when you pray. And really, what he was doing, he was beginning to teach me about Mark 11, 23, and 24, and I didn't realize it because I didn't know that scripture. The scripture says, what things soever you desire, when you pray, believe that you receive them and you shall have them. And then he prayed for me. And after he prayed, I looked down and every wart was still there. He said, now, Richard, we've prayed and believed. And we've expected, and now we're going to expect a miracle. Well, the scripture says in Mark 11, 24, what things soever you desire, when you pray, believe. I didn't realize my dad was teaching me Mark 11, 24, that when you pray, you believe. You don't wait.